Yeah, there are many things going on in the market. The electric cars, the e-vehicles, are becoming more popular. There are issues, as you know, in America with Volkswagen, with emissions, with diesel emissions, with petrol. So I think we sort of sense maybe a little change in the landscape, the environment of aftermarket modifications. So the younger management team here wanted to look at relaunching Forge engineering and relaunching kind of the skill set the company was first founded on, and bringing it back again, but then selling this ability, selling these skills, letting people know that we aren't just an aftermarket manufacturer. So we're making parts for marine now. We're making parts for aircraft again now. It's the skill set of precision manufacture is what we're looking to sell. Don't get me wrong, Forge Motorsport's going nowhere. It's still a big part of our plans, but good companies need to look to diversify and try to make the most of their skills. So here we are over in the Forge fabrication area. This is where the guys put together all the production pieces after we've passed our development stage. And this is an order that's come over from Forge Asia. This is for 5 intercoolers for the A4B9, and Ryan is our fabrication foreman, supervisor, and I'm going to pass this over to Ryan, and this is where the start of the magic takes place.
Right, so every item we have a job card template. I enter the orders onto the template, then hand it to the prepper. He will prep 5 sets of INT12 end tanks, top plates, tubes, anything that goes onto the intercooler, and then it gets put on the shelf ready for the welders to weld up.
Okay,
good stuff.
Good stuff. Okay, so 这边是他们做 intercooler 的地方。刚刚 Peter 有接到一个订单，刚好是我们 Forge 亚洲的订单，是5个 B9 A4 2.0T 的 intercooler。那来了以后，我们找 Ryan 是这个制造部门 intercooler 制造部门的经理。那他会把这个订单打到电脑里面。那等一下楼下呢就会把所有东西准备好，所有的一些需要的东西材料准备好，所以他们就可以把它用手工把它焊起来。所以这是第一步。All right.
So before we carry on with the a day in Forge, I wanted to show you guys some of the innovations that we bring for our manufacturing process. So on the wall behind you can see Audi crash bars. These are genuine crash bars from Audi and Volkswagen. We don't use any overseas parts, we don't use any cheaper parts, we use the genuine thing. And then we modify to accept our bigger intercooler. We feel that to maintain the safety, crash protection and the integrity of the vehicle, we only use new crash bars. These will be modified, re-strengthened. It retains the crash area and retains the structural integrity of the vehicle. We can then hang our bigger intercooler in it. Then we can give better performance, lower temperatures, and just a great product all around.
刚刚 Peter 说，在我们去看他 intercooler 的制造过程之前，他想要跟大家讲一下，他们是用原厂的防撞钢梁，都是奥迪福斯原厂的。那防撞钢梁在我们的 intercooler 里面呢，是 TTRS 跟 RS3，我们都会附这一支他们改装后的防撞钢梁。防撞钢梁他们呢是先修改一下这个地方，所以可以让我们大的 Forge 的 intercooler 装上去，然后再补强，因为他们觉得防撞钢梁是安全的东西，所以他们不会马虎。那他们也不会把防撞钢梁，有些其他的 intercooler 如果加大的话，它是直接把防撞钢梁这两边直接焊在 intercooler 上面。但是 Forge 的做法是intercooler 是 intercooler， 然后防撞钢梁还是防撞钢梁，所以可以维持那个安全性，也 他们觉得这个是就是另外一方面 Forge 对于他们的产品的巧思跟坚持，就这样。那我们等一下就带大家去看 Intercooler 是到底怎么完成的。我们现在在做压力测试，看侧漏啦，就是侧漏测试。那我们会打到3个bar左右，然后再放到这个水箱。然后 Peter 也讲说，其实这个是他们的游泳池啊，只是他现在来做侧漏而已，有点像英国的黑色幽默，还蛮好笑的。OK， 所以他现在会打到3bar，然后把Intercooler 放到水里面。It's good enough. It's good enough. It can go down. It's okay. 然后他现在会把放到水里面。那刚刚 Peter 有讲说，其实他们侧漏的地方呢，他们最想要看的地方是在哪里呢？是在焊道的地方。现在你看焊道完全都没有任何的气泡，还有这些 cooling 的那个 duct 这边也都没有气泡，那边焊道也都没有，所以这个 Intercooler 就完成测试也 pass 了，过关。好，基本上那这个 stage 完了以后呢，他们下一个 stage 就是 powder coating。那我们这次刚好完成品在那边，等一下给大家看一下。
Okay, so you just saw Ricky doing the leak test and drying everything out. We're leaping forward a stage. This is the intercooler back from the powder coating. This is a one-off special order for Forge Asia in red. Normally the A4B9s are done in black only, but Forge Asia have got a special order in for red. Ryan is in the process of just cleaning out and straightening any of the small fins on the air core before it gets packed ready for dispatch. once that's done, the packing's completed, and we get it ready to ship off to our customers. As I said, we're shipping this one to Forge Asia.
所以现在呢 ，Intercooler 刚刚也看了，侧漏也完毕了，这个是最后的 stage 了，就是最后部分。出货前，他们要寄货前，他们会做最后的检查，会放 check 的贴纸。然后他现在在做的是什么？因为有时候你在难免在工作的当中会把里面的那个叶子的东西有可能歪掉，他现在就在 check 它，把它弄直，这样就是很细心。其实你可以看到一个 Intercooler 从无到有，他们真的花了很多心血在里面。我觉得这一次来也让我大开眼界。我觉得他们每一个 Intercooler 都当是他们的宝贝一样，也用了很多心血跟就是很 passion， 他们很热情他们的工作这样子。所以我觉得这是 Forge 可以值得尊敬的地方。所以这个完了以后，那这个是红色，刚好也是我们亚洲这边订的，然后这个是去大陆的总代理那边，所以是他们 special order 红色的，因为本来是黑色的，所以目前在这里是最后一个 stage， 所以由此可见，现在就让你们了解到一个 Intercooler 由无到有是多么的，其实是一个 art 啦，就是我觉得这个是一个艺术品。
So, fabrication and development and design, it's quite a complicated answer to what seems like a simple question. And what it's about is history, experience, and longevity of business. So, we are 1994, 1996, so what, 23, 24 plus years? You can't buy that kind of experience. So Forge, as a manufacturer, are one of the most experienced manufacturers of intercoolers in the world. Okay, there are many new companies in America, in Europe, and they're good companies. They're making good products, but it's kind of heritage that drives this forward. The expertise that is within this business. You can't learn that quickly at college, or you can't read about it on a computer. You got to live it. It's got to come from the heart, and then it's got to come from the head, and then that passion is brought into the design. So these guys, if they're working on something older like a Mark 1, or we're developing a product for the Audi RS7, RS6, this BMW, all that knowledge is brought into the equation from the simple selection of 3 different types of intercooler. We have the ability to use scanning devices and SolidWorks development, which kind of comes later for us. We will use our knowledge of 20 plus years to decide what air core we think will work best. We will then create 2, 3 different designs, from a bar and plate, which is big and heavy, to tube and fin. And the guys will calculate, based off previous data, what fin pitch we might need to use. The fin pitch is all about the rate of cooling, the rate of transference of air through the core. Once those 2 or 3 cores are made, they're fitted onto the vehicle. We take them out on the road and we drive them. We drive them to log inlet temperatures, outlet temperatures, pressure drop. We'll probably do that over 2 or 3 days. We collate that data. We even use something so simple as one of the laser guns, the laser heat guns. We can target hotspots around the vehicle to see where we're at with ambient temperatures. Once we're confident with that design, we will then take it to the dyno, and we will do dyno pulls, dyno results. Again, checking that we have the most efficient product for the market. It's also important to realize that when you're developing a product, it has to be the right specification for the customer to be able to purchase the product. For example, if we're working on a race vehicle, where generally for World Rallycross or for performance track, there's a much bigger budget involved. Some of the air cores that we work on, the base core before we start is over $1,500, $2,000. So all this expertise is brought to the production. There's been a few occasions when we have struggled to better the original core. What's important on a standard car, so what's important then is our engineers will look at ECU tuning. With the ECU tuning, there's more boost, more fuel, more horsepower being developed within the engine. Then we have a different specification of core that will take advantage of the engine tuning. So many facets to how we do this. It's what's made us where we are. The technology is important, but the real world testing is what sets us apart.